Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? That's why I do the show, because you're there. Now, my voice isn't 100%. I had the flu. I was sick for quite a while. I should have been back earlier. I'll bore you with that later in the show. We now have a new president. We have a new old president. Donald Trump is back. He is the 45th and the 47th president. Made a lot of promises at the inauguration. Hopefully he keeps them all. We'll see how this all works. We really need a successful presidency for the next 4 years. We got to get out of the inflation, the recession. Prices have to come back down. And, yeah, the guy's made money all his life. Got a lot of money guys around him now, doesn't he? You got Elon Musk there. You got Zuckerberg, Bezos. For that matter, I'm going to battle with Amazon. I'll keep you posted on that. I'm taking on Amazon. While I was gone, which was quite a while, I should have been back about 2 weeks ago, but I didn't have the voice for it yet. The governor's race is heating up. I think we have all the candidates are in place now. Mikey Sherrill, Gottheimer, of course, our own Steve Fulop, Bill Spadia, Citarelli, Brock, mayor of Newark there. I have a problem with names. Russ Baraka, Bradrick. There's a lot of people running in there. Not only is that the primary is going to be really important this June. Of course, hopefully, our hometown guy, Steve Fulop, is successful. You got Steve Sweeney. I'm forgetting another friend of mine in there, like Steve Sweeney. But there's also, you have all the assembly seats up, and our Hudson County Sheriff is up in this election. And there is a divide between the 8 CDO and the forces of Fulop-Sacco. Fulop is running his own ticket statewide. He's running his own ticket here in Hudson County. He has most of the incumbents on his ticket. Just got to figure out the 32nd district there. It is going to be interesting. Usually his primaries are pretty, about as boring as my flu story will be later. But this, of course, with Steve Fulop being in, that makes it interesting to run for governor, but also Steve Fulop's efforts statewide and what his second bite of the apple will be. And believe me, Steve Fulop has a second bite of that apple plan, and that'll have a lot to do with Hudson County. So this is going to be interesting. Like I said, normally our primaries are pretty damn boring. Not this time around. There could be a whole shift in the power matrix here in Hudson County. Please take a minute and download the Live 365 app and add GGR, our new radio station network. GGR stands for Good Government Radio. We're a little bit behind on that, but we're starting to roll that out a little more frequently now. I'll be doing a couple of shows a week. John Highness will be doing a few shows. We're doing Spanish language programming. Assembly reps, I should say. Julio Marenco and Jessica Ramirez are doing a Spanish language show. Just talking to Fernando Uribe about him doing a Spanish language show. I'm bringing in a medical Spanish language show, a call-in show. So there's a lot of things going on. Plus, I got the high schools that are going to be on the network. So take a minute, Live 365, download the app, and then put GGR, Good Government Radio. What are our topics today? Well, let me tell you what the topics are. Me and the flu, Manhattan Avenue bike lane again in Jersey City, and quick hits. We haven't done quick hits in a while. We got the White Castle in Jersey City, soon to be gone. Hoboken Social Security Office closing for 5 months, and Steve Fulop and bear hunts. All that and more when we come back. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? Got my papers in not in the right order. Now it is in the right order. I'm a little rusty. I haven't done the show since went on the Christmas hiatus. Then let me get to the story. Me and the flu. To be a book on this. I should have been back a couple of weeks ago doing the show, but I didn't have the lung capacity yet. I didn't have my voice. Every time I spoke a lot or I talked a lot, I started coughing. I was like hacking up a lung. So it's my first day out. I'm supposed to be doing some radio shows. I didn't do the radio shows. On Christmas Day, I started feeling pretty, out of sorts. Coughing a bit. Wife comes out with the digital thermometer from the COVID days. That's because you got a fever. So let's go to the urgent care before we bring the kids into the house and all that for the Christmas. If you know me, I don't exactly go to the doctor. I walk through a lot of pain. I'll deal with it. It basically, for me to do that, somebody will have to say, here's a gun, you're going to the doctor. But it's Christmas, I don't want to get the kids sick. So we go to the urgent care. I actually found one open as I was driving up to it, for that matter. Go inside, fill out those paperwork they had on us before because we were there during COVID, but the same. Fill out the busy work. They bring me in the back, swab me, nope, beep, 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 beep. I come back. You just got a cold. We tested you for flu and COVID, and both are negative. You just have a cold. You just have to rough through it. Give me suggestions for over-the-counter stuff. Off I go. But to play it smart, you cancel Christmas. Told the kids, don't come down. Well, about 4 days later, I'm in serious shape here. Bad shape. I can't stop coughing. The coughing is so bad, my chest and my stomach are hurting. There's fluid in my lungs. Yeah. So it was around 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, we're going to have to go to the emergency room. I produce a medical television show, so I made a phone call that I could get in and out of the ER. But it turns out it was a slow night for the ER, which was good. It wasn't so slow for me. I was there for like 4 hours. So we get in the ER. They're checking me out. Again, they're swabbing me up again. Waiting, test results like an hour later. Call me back in. And you're positive for influenza A. And I'm like, I didn't even know there was an A and a B. Is there, how many others? Says, A, you got the worst one. And since you're so far into the flu, we couldn't give you, was it Tamiflu or something like that? They couldn't even give me that. So now you're stuck with an inhaler for your lungs and over-the-counter stuff. I usually get the flu shot at Rite Aid. The problem was the flu shot this year reported to be like 14% effective. I don't want to put anything on my body that's 14% effective. I don't like putting any of this stuff. Even during the COVID with the vaccines, and we filmed me taking it. I was real leery about taking the vaccines. Unfortunately, I never got the COVID. But, I'm in the emergency room for 4 hours to find out I got the flu. But I tell you, it was really a bad case. Yeah, terrible case of the flu. Here we are in the middle of January. Actually, further into the 3rd of January is gone. I still have the remnants of this flu. And again, came down with it on Christmas Eve. Christmas. Because Christmas Eve went out for dinner. I'm still feeling it. I can hear it in my voice. I can still feel it in my lungs. But it just lingers in there. No longer positive, but I still have it. Problem, one of the things that concerned me about going, why I wanted to stay away from the emergency rooms and urgent care, because there's every other sickness floating around out there. What do we got? We got, of course, the flu, which is pretty popular right now. Norovirus, which you don't want to catch. That's the first thing they were asking me in the emergency room. Hey, you might have the norovirus. They asked me all these symptoms. I didn't have any of the symptoms of the norovirus. Norovirus is very prevalent. and super easy to catch. COVID, of course, that's a concern, and RSV. All these things are floating around. And like even when I was in the emergency room, I'm like far out in the corner, stay over here. But everybody's sneezing, they're coughing, everybody in there. Everything is floating around in the atmosphere there. And I got the paper mask on, which I firmly believe is not useless, is not useful at all. So whatever you do, you don't need to follow my example about not getting flu shots. But again, I don't like putting a lot of things in the body. Um, Maybe I'll rethink that next year. But when it's only 14% effective, and probably if it's better percentages, I'll get it next year. But it is amazing with everything that is floating around right now: RVS, norovirus, COVID, the flu. So it is very difficult to stay healthy. Now, I do surmise that I'm teaching high school kids, juniors and seniors, and we did shuffle in some sophomores somehow. Studio production and radio production, for that matter. One of these Spanish language shows are being engineered by students from North Bergen High School, part of the North Bergen High School Sports and Entertainment Network. I guarantee one of those kids will get the flu and walk right through it. Meanwhile, you give it to me, and I'm an old guy, so chances are that's where I have it. So I'm trying to keep some distance from these kids when they're in the studio. All right, we're going to break for commercial. Hopefully, you had a good holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and let's have a healthy 2025, even though I didn't start off on the best health-wise. All right, you're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Meal, you there? Here? You there? Epsiletta. Yeah, I haven't done it for like a month or so. Probably 5 weeks. I haven't done it. You just lose your timing. And it takes a while to get that back. Like I said, hopefully everybody has a good start to the new year. Manhattan Avenue. Let's talk to the Jersey City people, particularly people in the Heights. Manhattan Avenue, they put in a temporary bike lane a few months back that converted Manhattan Avenue into a one-way street, which you really need a two-way on Manhattan Avenue, but we won't get into that right now, into a one-way going eastbound towards the Stop and Shop along the park. And in the process, they converted Franklin Street into a one-way heading west. And just to put a little curveball on this, they put a bike lane in front of the Stop and Shop. And this just bottled up Central Avenue at the end. And it just caused traffic, ill-conceived. But again, we have this very vocal minority of people, these bikers. Then it's not even so much bikes anymore, it's the e-bikes, which are becoming a problem, for that matter, in New York. And Jersey is considering it too, but you'll probably see it happen in New York first, and of course we'll follow suit, about requiring the e-bikes to be registered and insured. They can cause, if you're sharing the street with me and you cause an accident, you got to have insurance. The problem with the bike lane on Manhattan Avenue, for lack of a better terminology or word is stupid. And here's why. Maybe you should get people, maybe somebody who used to be a tractor trailer driver, as I once was. For business deliveries on Central Avenue, the Walgreens, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Papa John's, all the restaurants, the pizzerias, all of those businesses are serviced by tractor trailers. Some 40-foot long trailers, some 45. Ridiculously, some people do run 53-foot trailers, and I see that at the Stop and Shop. When that rig is coming up from 1 and 9, up Manhattan Avenue, when that tractor trailer has to make the left to go north on Central Avenue, there's no turn radius now because we have this huge bike lane and a one-way street. So when that tractor trailer is trying to make the left, just say to get in to Stop and Shop for that matter, you don't have enough turning radius because of the bike lane. But just to make it a little more difficult than that, they put a bike lane in front of Stop and Shop. So it again cuts down more of the turning radius. And so what would happen with Stop and Shop's deliveries, they would make that left, go to Central, make a right on Franklin, then pull into their parking lot, and then back the trailer into their loading dock. Can't do that now. Make it very difficult for Stop and Shop, but you make it very difficult for every business on Central Avenue because of the lack of a turning radius. Not only is it tractor trailers, it's the straight jobs don't have the turning radius. And don't forget fire trucks. So all this becomes a problem. The other problem this brings, if you want to get off Central, you're heading south, and where you normally make a right on Manhattan Avenue to get down to Tunley Avenue, can't do that because we turned it into a one-way east, and there's a huge bike lane. And I do mean huge bike lane. So your choice to go west to get down to Tunley or to get to Kennedy Boulevard is A, cut through Persian Field, and there is a street there. Usually only parents use it to drop off their kids at the hockey rink or the pool, but there are people who cut through there. Your second option is to go down to Jefferson and make the right there. And that even makes it even more interesting because now you have a school and the entrance to the reservoir. So that's where we want to send all the traffic. So this is so ill-conceived. And again, if anybody sat and looked at it and watched, maybe sat there for a couple of hours and watched how deliveries are made and how the rigs come in, they would have realized this is a bad idea. The bike lane plan needs to be dropped. It doesn't fit Manhattan Avenue. And here's the problem. I don't think it fits anywhere in the Heights. Bike lanes, and I'm not talking like the 2-foot thing. Now, this is like a full lane of traffic, this bike lane on Manhattan. You'll see the pictures. It doesn't fit on Palisade. Certainly doesn't fit on Central. And on Central, you have the sign, bikes can use the full road. Okay, problem is there aren't any bikes anymore. They'll all be e-bikes, and it's like ninjas on Central Avenue. You don't have the room on Summit. So I don't really know where you could put a bike lane in the Heights. But the other problem is I'm not a proponent of bike lane. I don't think we need the bike lane, especially underutilized bike lanes. And you and I see it all the time. These bike lanes are empty. Go down to City Hall, and it marvels me when I go down there. York Avenue, Montgomery Street, bike lanes are empty. Get down to Washington Street, bike lanes are empty. Everything is empty. And I may count like 4 bikes. I might see 4 bikes the entire time getting down to City Hall. I have a problem with bike lanes. I have a real problem with underutilized bike lanes. Now, as a kid, I rode bikes all over Jersey City. Me and my friends, we were all over Jersey City. And we made it home every night. I guess we were great bike riders, huh? We were 10 years old at the time. Thing is, if you put the bike lanes in, you create traffic. E-bikes, and again, like I said, New York's going to do it, and we'll hopefully follow suit. E-bikes are a bigger problem now than the bicycle because they're almost like, they're Wild West. They're going the wrong way, up wrong way streets, making U-turns, you name it. They're doing it on the e-bikes. The other problem with bikes, they're not a 24/7 mode of transportation. If it's snowing, you're not biking. You've just seen it with this recent snowstorm we had. If it's raining, you're not biking. If it's ice on the ground, you're not biking. If it's extreme cold, you're not biking. Extreme heat, you're not biking. It's not a practical mode of transportation 24/7, 365. And like I said, I rode bikes all over Jersey City as 10 years old. 10-year-old kids, we did it, and we made it home every night. But then again, maybe we weren't snowflakes. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. City Show here. Pat O'Meara, you there? Concerned citizen, I'll say. That's why I do this show, because you're a concerned citizen. All right. We didn't do quick hits in a while, where we put a lot of topics in this segment. White Castle in Jersey City. Been there probably since I've been about 14 years old. Used to be a used car lot there. Then the White Castle came. It's right there on John F. Kennedy Boulevard, JFK Boulevard, and Newark Avenue. Been there a good 50 some odd years. This is the second White Castle. First one they knocked down, they built a new one. That White Castle will be gone in the next 2 to 3 years. It'll be replaced by a high-rise condominium residential building. That will signal the end of Indian Square. That whole section of Newark Avenue, and it's off to Liberty also, has become a cultural center for the Indian community. I remember Newark Avenue has always been a shopping district, and it's great that that shopping district still exists with the Indian community, because we lost all the other ones, really. I remember Carp's store there, hardware stores. You had the 3 bars on the on Tunley and Newark Avenue. You need it, you could get it on Newark Avenue. And little by little, it changed over to the Indian community. A lot of jewelry stores, a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of restaurants. It's really served the community. Unless the city takes steps to zone that strictly to protect Indian Square, and I'm talking to Mayor Fulop and Richie Borgiano right now. If you don't protect it, that development on the White Castle site will roll down Newark Avenue and wipe out Indian Square. So it is up to you guys, and I would make that move starting at the next council meeting to protect Indian Square and protect the Indian community here in Jersey City. Going over to Hoboken. Hoboken is going to close their Social Security office for 5 months for renovation. And the people in Hoboken, the seniors, predominantly, will have to go to Jersey City for any Social Security issues. Now, here's the problem. Why can't they find some office space How much do you need, by the way, office space in Hoboken? It's not like you got to bring the entire Social Security apparatus into this office. These are people on computers, the Social Security people. They're on computers there. You're going to tell me in Hoboken, we can't find any office space temporarily to put the Social Security office so I don't have to send seniors or single moms who are working off to Jersey City to handle whatever the Social Security problem they may have. Again, it's just computers they're working at. You just need some desk, maybe tables, something like this. You put the computer on there, and the people can service that community. How the F can an entire city lose a Social Security office for renovations when it's just computer-based? You just need a space where the people can go in, meet the person, the Social Security employee there with a computer, and they take care of it. That's it. You just need a big friggin' room. But again, nobody looks at this. It's like they're closing the PATH station, I say, for about a month. Do a renovation. So everybody's got to go over to Newport. Isn't there some other alternative we could have come up with instead of running everybody to Newport? Why is it just hell with them? We're going to close it, do what we need to do, and it will serve you better when we're done with it. But maybe it's a little more difficult. Maybe you're going to work on the steps at the PATH. I don't know if you have to close it for the whole month. But the Social Security office for 5 months, yes, you could find another space to put computers in so that people can service their community. Bear City. Remember that skit on SNL? Actually, a real good skit on SNL. Washington's Dream. There's 2 of them. Strongly recommend looking at it. If Governor Stephen Fulop will stop the bear hunt. It's an annual bear hunt where they thin the herd. There's a lot of bears. The problem isn't the bears in our backyards. It's that we're in their backyards. See, this is all the development that goes on in New Jersey. And not for Jersey people, mind you. We're bringing people in from everywhere. Jersey City is a great example of that. We keep talking about dynasty, destiny. We got to build. We're not building for us, Jersey City. We're building for Brooklynites, Manhattanites. Not building for us. We get that put up with it, but not building for us. Same thing happened here with the bears. As we developed, we encroached on their area. We built a house where all the bears are. Now you got a bear problem. And it's the same thing like in Jersey City. When I grew up in Jersey City as a kid, I never seen a raccoon. I never seen a possum. I never seen a skunk. They stayed in their area. Never seen them. I didn't see a raccoon in Jersey City until I was about 50 years old. I seen one under my car. I said, wow, look at that. That looks like a raccoon. Again, we kept developing, and we kept moving out the wildlife. Raccoons, possums, skunks. And that time when I seen the raccoon, it was alive. Now whenever I see any of this wildlife, it's dead. It was hit by a car. We're the problem. It isn't the bears. Do we have to control the population of bears? Probably. We're going to have a lot of bears. But the same thing here with all other walks of wildlife. We're knocking them out of their environment. We're building. We're causing them. We're displacing them. We're the problem. Not the bears, not the raccoons, not the possums, not the skunks. It's us, humans. We worry about every other thing, but the hell with the animals. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you during the week. Good night.